Good evening. This is Robert Goodman, Positive Stroke, Staying Clean on YouTube. I'm so happy that you have time to be a part of my recovery. And what we're going to talk about today is living life on life's terms. That means that we have to live life on life terms. We have to look at the way life is. Let me put it like this. Okay. Now, they're not giving no food stamps to nobody. And because they don't want to. It's simple as that. They have their own agenda and they're not concerned about 42 million people. Because if they was, people would have it. As you know, the system has changed for the criteria. So all this is happening, which is a major change for a lot of people. That's going to leave a lot of people in dire need for help. Now, we understand, everybody understands that this is happening right now. Now, I want you to think back in your addiction. How, where you normally get it in the area, it's not there. So now you got to travel all the way across town. But you just have a set amount of money. And now you got to go all the way across town. So you got to get over to the other side so you can get what you want. So you go by any means necessary and you figure a way to get over there without spending no money. Or as little as possible so you can get the max amount of dope that you want. You remember that? Okay, now you did that. Since the system and everything is changing, say the same behavior as we did in our addiction to our recovery living life on life's terms. We don't skip a beat. We do the next right thing. Right now, we can't cry over spilled milk. We have a problem. We got to make sure the family eats. So we have to do what needs to be done. Go where we have to go to get the help that we need and bring all that we can back home and make that last until the next month. Just keep going forward. Covers the same thing. You keep going forward. Oh yeah, life is in session. Things are going to happen. That's not your control. You have no control over it. You do not control the money. You pay taxes, you vote, and the person you vote for, you hope they go in and do a good job. So this is the reality of the situation. So I can't beat myself up because I didn't create the problem. I can't beat myself up that the government made making things in this country so expensive that companies went to other countries to make it, build their companies there and make it, have it shipped to this back over here, or go to the other country and have them make it and have it shipped here. And now, since 85% of our goods get shipped in, if the country stops sending it, the shelves are going to be bare. You're not going to be able to get what you want. Look what they're doing to the farmers. This is some real stuff that's happening. The whole program is changing. Live life on life's terms, just like we do in recovery. One foot in front of the other, we do the next right thing. We make the best out of a bad situation. We keep moving forward. We don't let people, places, and things divert us from our primary purpose of living our best lives. How can we live our best lives? Learn how to move in the bad situation to get the things that you need. Use your wisdom and understanding to get the things that you need. Not these, but this. Not these, but this. You get more done with this than this. So, I want to be happy that each and every one of y'all came to listen to what I have to say. And another thing I want to talk about is not living in your emotions and your feelings. See, I'm an addict, so I want what I want and I want it now, but I know I can't get it like that. Because the longer I stay clean, I know that I can't get everything I want right away. I can't get everything that I want. But I can't help but feeling like that. But it's just a feeling. When somebody does me an injustice or does me wrong, it hurts. Get angry, get mad. That's just a feeling. I can't let the feelings and the emotions control me to do something that's out of my character that's going to cause me problems. Because Robert can be his worst enemy. And if Robert doesn't pay attention to his feelings and emotions and don't make that get the worst of him, then he'll be okay. So, living life on life's terms means accepting that you have no power over nobody but yourself. Accept that you can only do but so much. Understand what you can do and how far you can go and the reality of your situation. See, I live in the now. I live in the now. I strive to do better. I strive for my dreams, but I live in the now. And when you're going for your dreams, that's what you're going for. Not the money, but your dream. what that thing that you do that you is so it's just like second nature when you do it. And it seems like it just takes on a life of its own and grows without any problem, just hard work. But I live in the now, meaning that I don't know when, but things are moving in a good direction. Learning from my mistakes to make it better, to make me better. See, the more I pay attention to me, the better I become. The better I become, the more I can see the pitfalls so I don't fall in those holes and go back down the rabbit hole. Because there's always going to be pitfalls, there's always going to be situations, there's always going to be problems. Young people should listen to the old people and listen to the stories of how they overcame some hard times. That's where you get your wisdom from. Those that lived through some hard times. If you go to talk to some of the old people that they tell you about how their parents struggled so they can have something, and some of the things they went through will give you a clear understanding of just how hard it is and how much work it takes to move forward. And you'll be able to understand so you don't make those mistakes of falling down the rabbit hole or allowing your emotions and feelings cloud your judgment to make a wrong move. It's just like guy comes and says, yeah, that's right. You ain't coming up in here. I don't care if your kids ain't kids, your wife ain't got no food. You ain't coming up in here. You get angry, you get mad. All you see is red. There's an altercation. Understand how you feel, but there's an altercation. Now you're not paying attention. You're creating this altercation. The boys in blue come. There you go. You way out of place. They got you. Dead to rights. Now, you're in the catch-27. You done created a brand new problem for yourself and your family. How can you move forward? Don't let words cause you to make your situation worse. You gotta use wisdom and understanding. Back in the slavery times, there was a whole lot of mudslinging with the mouth and talking downward. But slaves moved within the system. They found a way to move within the system to protect themselves as much as they possibly can. The same formula that was done in the slavery time. Same formula. The same formula will work. An interesting thing is, what's going on is done in the open, and that's what's scary. To do what they're doing in the open, that's scary. That means they have no moral compass about what they're doing. So pay attention to what's going on around you. Do your research. Find out all the information you can about the circumstance and the situation. Make sure that your information is credible because there's a lot of misinformation out there as well as good information. And you don't want to get it mixed and confused. And last but least, make the best out of a bad situation to make sure your family and you are okay. This is Robert Goodwin for Positive Stroke, staying clean. And remember, if you don't stay clean, then you lose everything that you work for. If you don't take what you've learned about yourself to make sound and good decisions, you're going to hurt yourself. If you take the focus off yourself, you will hurt yourself. I know when I take the focus off of me, I hurt myself because I'm an imperfect person and I make mistakes. And everybody does. Some people think that they don't. And that's how they feel and that's how they live. They feel that everything they do is right. But I'm 66 and I'm not a perfect person living on this earth. So, take care of yourself. I hope your family be straight. I'll keep you in my prayers. I'll try to do what I can to help. But I'm in the same boat as everybody else. I'm living life on life's terms, living off of retirement, and trying to do the next right thing. And the reason I do this is because I lived in addiction for 40 years, so I understand. We can do this together, come out strong. Y'all have a good night, and remember, only you can save yourself from making bad choices in your life.